stand before you to talk about why our schools are failing our students. Well, I'll tell you why with one word: teachers. Lately, teachers haven't been keeping up with the standards that have been set for them. What's worse is, despite what the schools may want to do about it, there's nothing they really can do. When teachers are hired, they undergo a 3-year probationary period, which at the end they are awarded something called tenure. Tenure is defined by dictionary.com as status granted to an employee after a probationary period indicating the position or employment is permanent. Seems like a fantastic idea, doesn't it? Pretty much guarantees you a job for the rest of your life. Well, there's one problem with that. It keeps schools from firing teachers who aren't doing their job. Resolved that the U.S. federal government should enact a policy to significantly improve the quality of teaching in all public schools. We have one of the following areas: compensation, tenure, job security, teacher training, certification, and evaluation. On Helium.com, one of the education area, they took a poll on whether or not tenure should be abolished. 58% of the people who voted said that it should be, and 42% of the people said it shouldn't be abolished. An article written by Cody Hodge depicted a real-life experience with a teacher who had tenure. Apparently, the teacher just complained about how all the students who came to her for help hadn't properly prepared for the meeting. The teacher even told Cody he was a waste of time. Even though he had just recently had one of his creative writing pieces published, while the teacher hadn't had anything published since 1997, which also happened to be the same year she gained tenure. Cody talked to other alumni who had the same professor before him and shared the same view as he did. Cody's story just reaffirms my belief that tenure needs to be removed. Abolishing tenure would give teachers more of a reason to do their job and actually teach. But enough about tenure. Let's move on to teacher evaluation. Now, what exactly is evaluation? It's the systematic determination of merit, worth, significance of something or someone against a set of standards. Yes, schools already do have a way to evaluate teachers, but you have to ask yourself, are the standards that are set forth for teachers in evaluation high enough? In the affirmative eyes, we believe that they are not. In fact, the U.S. legislation is already taking steps to have administrators and school boards set up a new way to evaluate teacher performance. How and what exactly should teachers be evaluated on? Well, luckily affirmatives thought of that as well. In the affirmative plan, teachers will be evaluated based off how effective their teaching practices are, how well they can provide a safe learning environment, and how well they improve student learning. There would also be a non-biased survey for students to take that would show the teacher's ability to recognize individual needs and how they can address those needs. Changes to the public schools in the U.S. need to be made as soon as possible. According to data collected on a website called Jack's Kids Matter, only 2% of teachers, even after evaluation, get fired every year. In West Michigan, Whitehall School Board had given pink slips to 46 teachers, warning them of being potentially laid off after their evaluation had occurred. Montage School Board did the same with 18 of their teachers. At the end of the year, no one was fired. Why, you may ask? It's simple: because of tenure. Tenure makes it almost impossible to fire teachers. It would have costed these Michigan schools thousands of dollars to even attempt to do so. Without tenure, teachers will need to work harder to maintain their job, and it will give the school board more power to remove bad teachers and replace them with better ones. Also, with a more focused evaluation with higher standards, students will receive the education that they deserve. Thank you.